This video is going to be how to clean your dryer vent very fast. You're going to like this. You're actually going to be kind of entertained by this idea. Um, so let's get into this. I did this video a while back, and let's just go to it. Um, and let's just go right to this video. And this video actually had a lot of views. So let's just go into it. I'm going to stop it a few times, and we're going to give you a lot more information on this, okay?
How to clean a dryer vent?
Why do they get disconnected?
Either filled up and backed up, or the duct tape got heated up and come off.
So basically, they had odors, like dryer vent odors, and there was condensation on the windows. And the dryer was taking a really long time to dry jeans. So when your jeans start taking an hour and a half to 2 hours, there's a problem. In this particular case, it got so backed up that it just blew off, and the duct tape that was holding it together fell apart or became loose. You're gonna like this. First thing you got to do, you go outside, take that screen off. Now, don't forget to put the screen back, because if you don't, you're going to have a whole nother problem. The birds are going to find that real quick, and you have a nest in there. All right, so you want to clean this dryer vent. When it gets plugged up like that, it starts to back up, and that can cause problems.
Solid. No air can come through. So the vent probably is backed up 20 feet with lint. It blew it off the dryer when it finally backed up to the dryer, which caused a fire. Put the leaf blower
You're going to like this.
into this tube here.
Yep, it's a leaf blower.
Bend it up.
You can probably use a
rag around here, inside here.
vacuum too. Okay, do you like that? I'll do one more repeat here. So he basically hooked up a leaf blower to it, and you might want to start with the slow speed, okay? You don't want to blow it apart, but it does clean it pretty quick. Some people use a vacuum cleaner, or you can pay one of those dryer vent people to show up with one of their fancy piece of equipment, and they'll charge you a couple $100. There it goes. Okay, so you can see that dryer vent is now clean. It's clean. So a couple things. He's putting the dryer vent back together, and go back to here. So let's talk about this. First of all, you want the dryer vent to be exposed. You don't want to hide that dryer vent in the wall, because it's going to be hard to get to. So it's kind of nice to have it exposed. Number two, you can't have your dryer vent venting in a let's say a non-conditioned space like an attic or crawl space. Big problem. A lot of people will vent those into attics or crawl spaces or garages. You don't want to do that, because that's gallons and gallons of water, and it's going to cause condensation. Okay, another thing you want to check also is periodically look at your dryer vent. Sometimes there's a hole in it, and if there's a hole in it the size of a quarter, you could almost ruin your house with that if it goes undetected. I mean, I've seen attic mold caused by a quarter-size hole in a dryer vent, behind the dryer. Another thing it can do, a lot of people will paint their house and spend all kind of money painting the house, and all of a sudden it starts to bubble and peel. Well, it's peeling because of a moisture condition, a moisture problem in your home. So you want to check that out as well. We have a couple codes here for clothes dryers. Like I said, you want to use a smooth metal surface. You want 4-inch minimum duct. Okay, do not put screws into it. Another thing is a maximum of 25 feet. So 14 feet would be the max length. And for every 90-degree bend, you want to add 5 feet. And for every every 45, you add 2 feet. So that if it gets over 25 feet, then you know what? You're wasting energy and it's too long. And if it's, sometimes you measure these things, they're like 50 feet long. And when they're 50 feet long, that includes all the bends. They'll have like unnecessary bends in the back and it'll be all twisted up. It takes a long time to dry your clothes, a really long time to dry your clothes. It's cost a lot of money, and it's just not efficient. So that is how you clean a dryer vent fast. Another thing is we do provide a service. Basically, you just Google "call Marko" with a K, call Marko with a question, and usually within 15 minutes to half an hour. Sometimes we ask you to send photos. We can solve your house problem. I've been doing this for 33 years full time. I've done like 18,000 homes, and so pretty good at this stuff. So moisture, noises, odor. Sometimes people get waterproofing estimates that are extreme, and they don't really need to waterproof it. Maybe they just need to epoxy inject a shrinkage crack, so you don't want to get scammed. We got videos on mold too. The mold people, you want to be careful. The asbestos removal people, all that, you want to be very careful. And if you ever have any questions, it's really not a whole lot of money that we charge for this service, but you can check it out. So hey, I want to thank you for coming on how to clean your dryer vent fast. Please rate, subscribe, and watch more videos. You guys have a nice day.